In this video, we'll look at the meter tag, and we'll also style it with CSS. The meter tag is a HTML element used to display a scalar measurement within a known range. Think of it as a gauge that represents values like disk usage, the relevance of a query result, or the temperature of a system. The meter tag can be used as a single color meter or a multicolored meter, and we're going to look at both. Let's first look at using it as a single color meter. When used this way, there are three attributes that are important. The value attribute represents the current value, while min and max define the range. These values can be floating point numbers or integers. Let's look at an example. Here we have a meter for displaying the temperature of the CPU. The minimum value is set to 20 degrees, and the maximum value is set to 100 degrees. If the current value is set to 60 degrees, which is the midpoint between the min and max values, then the meter display will also be at the midpoint. If we change the current value to 30, which is near the minimum value, then the meter display will be near the bottom. Now let's look at how to use the meter as a multicolored meter to make it more informative. For this, there are three more attributes that we'll use. The low and high attributes will define the limits of three regions, and the optimum attribute will define which of the regions is the optimum one. In our example, let's set low to 40 and high to 80. To picture what this means, consider that we start with a range of values that lie between 20 and 100. Then when we add low and high values, we end up with three different regions. The color of the meter will now depend on which region the current value is located in. The last attribute that we'll set is the optimum attribute. This attribute is used to select which of the three regions is the optimum region. The optimum region is selected by setting this value to a number that is within the region that we want to be optimum. For example, if we want this region to be the optimum one, then we'll set its value between 40 and 80. I'll set it to 60. Now if the current value is within the optimum range, then the meter color will be green. If it's in the range above the optimum range, then it will be yellow. And if it's in the range below the optimum range, then it will also be yellow. Now let's make the lowest range the optimum range by setting the optimum attribute to 30. Since the current value is now within the optimum range, the meter color is green. If the current value is in the next highest range, then the color is yellow. If the current value is in the farthest range, then the meter is red. The opposite also holds true. If we make the highest range the optimum range, then when the current value is in this range, the meter will be green. When it's in the next lowest range, the color will be yellow. And when it's in the farthest range, the color is red. Now let's discuss accessibility. When the meter tag is paired with proper labeling, it enhances the accessibility of the web content. Just add the appropriate label text and then set the for attribute to match the ID attribute of the meter tag. Let's finish by adding some CSS styles, and I'll also add two more meters. This style will set the margin of the containing div tag. This will set the font weight of the label to bold. And this will display the label as a block level element. Well, I hope you found this tutorial helpful and that you'll be able to use this element effectively in your own projects. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and leave a comment.